It smelled so rich before. No light so far.
What's up guys, it's Burn for Brady Adventures, and today we're going to be doing our upstream O2 sensor on our 2008 Honda Civic Si.
So what kind of tools are we gonna need for this job, buddy?
So we're going to need our O2 sockets.
Right, so these are special sockets that you use for O2 sensor, and they have a little slot on the side so you can get up around the wire and everything. And I think we need the 22 millimeter. I think that's the one we need, but we went ahead and got this whole kit because it's like not much more expensive to get this whole array of metric and standard. We got that. What else we got going on here?
Got our light, got 2 wrenches, we got our code reader right here, and some blocks just in case.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to block the wheels when we put it up on jack stands, and this code has been on the car since we bought it. It's definitely running rich. How's the fuel economy?
Horrible.
Not good, so hopefully this is gonna help that out. Let's pull out the O2 sensor and show them what it looks like real quick. That's cool. We actually were able to get this on Amazon fairly quickly. And you can see, it comes with the sensor itself. It's got a little protective coating on the wire. This kind of clips into a little piece up in there that we've watched a couple videos about this, and then the plug. So it's pretty simple job.
Yeah.
As long as the old one comes out easily and nothing's damaged, it should be pretty straightforward. These are delicate, so you don't want to drop them or get anything on here. It also comes with some anti-seize that we put on the threads. So hopefully the anti-seize on the original one means it'll be easy to get out. All right, guys, so we will put links to all this stuff in the description below. And if you enjoy the video,
Please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell for any alerts.
all right, hope you enjoy. Let's head over and read our code first. What do you think?
No.
Now we're gonna go in and read this code. So you got your little light so you can see what you're doing down there. Go ahead and put it in accessory mode.
Okay. Now, your code reader should be reading. Let's say read. B2A00, and that is the code for an upstream O2 sensor.
You can go ahead and clear that.
So you can hit that red button. Okay, your engine light is now off.
That's nice. Okay, so now we unplug it, turn the key off. I know you're supposed to disconnect your battery whenever you're working on electronics and stuff. I don't always do it, but somebody said you really needed to do it when you're doing the O2 sensor. We might as well do it. And I guess the system's gonna have to reset or something. So you should be able to just wiggle that off. Yep. Okay, that's good. We're gonna put this on jack stands, right? And this has a central front jacking point.
Look down here, right up here. Come here. See that?
Yep.
That's it. So that's nice and easy to get to compared to my car where it's way back. So what we need to do is get the jack under there, jack it up, put it on the jack stands.
Here Brennan is under
The car, and he has found the upstream O2 sensor is actually pretty accessible right at the front of the cat, right there, right?
Got the upstream O2 sensor right here.
Yep.
That we need to replace.
Yep.
Got a little clip right there for the wire. All the way up there.
This is a plug, right?
That's the plug.
You can kind of see it up there. That's the only thing that's kind of far away, right? So you got to dig your hand up in there, but there's enough space, and I don't think that'll be too bad. The sensor looks really clean, and the exhaust looks pretty clean, so I think it should be pretty easy to get it out of here.
Yep.
All right, here's the plug, and there's a little tab right here. You just push on that, and that slides right out. And then you got to take the little wire rubber grommet here out of this clip. And ours looks like it's in brand new shape, perfect shape, no rust on this thing. It's awesome. The video we watched, that just broke apart when they were taking it out. And now we're going to break this loose with our open-ended wrench. Spoiler alert, we broke it loose and we weren't recording, but it was super easy. And now we're just going to back this out, and you got to like watch the wire. So you got to hold this because the wire will sort of make it spin back in. And there you have it, and it's out. This is our old one, and this is our new one. We're going to kind of check and make sure the wire's the same length, everything looks about the same. And check these, they're the same. It's all looking good. We're going to bust this open. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on up while we're up here.
All right, check it out. We got our anti-seize on there and those threads real good. Here, you're going to want to thread it in by hand first. And you're going to want to thread it, but you need that wire to turn. Other way, buddy. And you're going to want to make sure it's straight. And just be careful with the wire, but yeah, you're going to have to feed it around, and it's going to want to back out. You got to hold it while you turn it and don't let it turn back. There you go. I'm kind of trying to feel until I get this. Oh, it is a little crooked and just the way that it goes in, isn't it? So I'm really just trying to find where those threads line up, and I think I got it now. Now I got it started. Kind of see how I did that? Yeah. And now I'll kind of just fish the wire around, but be really gentle with the wire. Now that's hand tight. So now get your wrench ready. It says that this should be between 30 and 37 foot-pounds. There was no way we were getting a
torque wrench in there.
We tightened it good and snug. It looked like those crush washers collapsed, so I think we're fine. All right, so you gotta kind of go out all the way out to here, right? And then that is a tight fit. I don't even know if this is gonna work. You might be able to do it without getting it to pop. There we go. Now, hey, make sure it's seated. Push it all the way in on the O2 sensor. Tight. And there's some crush washers that we're trying to get. How does it feel? Pretty tight? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good, bud. That's good. Yep. Now you're taking that back off. Yep, just kind of wiggle it out of there. Okay. Thread it up in there. Get that little rubber grommet back in the clip. Like butter, baby. Now, I can't believe how easy that was.
I can.
Well, how much money did it save?
$120.
Actually more than that, because they quoted $340. It was $200 with the tool and the O2 sensor, so $140. And we got a tool set. Okay, let's get out of here. See if we start it up and everything goes good. All right, you want to start it up? So hopefully it doesn't like throw all kinds of crazy codes. And so when we bought it, he had cleared the code, right? And then it popped the code after maybe 5 minutes of driving.
Okay, I'm gonna stir it up, see how it sounds, see if there's any light.
See if it stinks. It smelled so rich before. No light so far. All right, let's take it around the neighborhood. Okay, we're gonna drive this thing around, just around the neighborhood. How's it feeling?
Good.
Certainly no engine light. It's good. Woohoo! And no engine light. We even kicked the VTEC in a little bit to make sure it was gonna work, right?
Yep.
And it's doing pretty good. All right, guys, this was like, how easy do you think this job was?
Definitely easy.
Definitely easy, like easier, probably the easiest job. Like, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be caked in there and messed up, or you know, what we were gonna encounter, but everything was nice and clean, easy to do, and it saved us a good chunk of money. If you enjoyed the video,
Please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for any alerts. If you have any questions about this install or anything else, go in the comments below.
squirrel's gonna die. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Still no engine light. It's doing good. Woohoo! SI, baby. Man, this thing is cool as hell. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. And always feel free to leave us any comments or questions that you might have.